For seated hip abduction, you'll be seated as part of your setup in something that allows your torso and your legs to be at about a 90-degree angle to each other. We're going to use the right leg in this example. What Austin's going to do is take his right hand and place it on the outside of his thigh. If you can get it down close to your knee, that's great. If you have shorter arms or longer legs, you can always bring it a little bit more proximal if need be. Now, what he's going to try to do is try to engage the muscles that live right out here on the outside of his hip, kind of straight up in this area. You'll feel that bony outside of your hip. It's all the things between that and kind of the crest of your pelvis up in here. As he engages those, he's then going to attempt to slide his leg into his hand, but his hand is going to stop him from moving. Now, what's really important is that he's not keeping his foot here and trying to push out this way. We don't want to actually lift the leg, but we need to have an attempt to slide the whole thing. If it were to move, it would look like that, but we're obviously stopping it with this hand. So he's going to engage these muscles. He's going to drive straight out to the side into his hand. He's going to feel those engage and squeeze them even harder and hold that for the desired amount of time. Go ahead and relax. I already kind of covered one of the common mistakes, which is to do all that cool engagement stuff and push, but to kind of open up into sort of a clamshell type thing. That's not what we want to be doing in this scenario. We also need to make sure that your direction of push is straight out to the side. Sometimes people will push kind of out and up, which would cause this to lift a little bit. Sometimes they'll push kind of down and out, which will cause it to rotate out to the side that way. So we need to imagine that kind of sliding flat on like a pane of glass kind of situation. That's what it would look like if we were moving. One more time from the top to do it correctly. We're squeezing all the muscles on the outside of the hip up in this general area, maintaining that engagement as we increase pressure out into the hand. You have to make sure that you are being the wall that you're pushing into. If you have a chair that has an armrest on it, you could push into that potentially, but it's totally fine to use your hand for this isometric.